I've always been a bit of a control freak. I want things to be done on my timeline, which means I don't always do well when it comes to delegating my task to others. And I always feel a need to know where things are going. In short, I like to feel that everything is going according to plan, my plan, so that I leave very little chance to chance. You see, chance can be a very scary place. It's a place where anything could happen because you either didn't know what would happen, or you weren't clear or pushy enough to make things happen as you visualized them. I mean, on one side, you know you've done your best, but accepting that other factors can contribute to your outcome is a bit scary. And on the other hand, you cause yourself immense anxiety trying to foresee or eliminate these factors. So I came to realize that there is a thin line between empowering yourself and taking your power away. So how do we know when to step up and when to step back? What's the difference between shaping the future and trying to control it? Well, I'm attempting to go through this in this video as I myself lately have been facing some unexpected times that might change a lot of things around me. But after a serious and deep conversation, this is what I think might help reaching that middle ground I'm looking for. So point number one is to set some expectations. But it's okay that things might not go according to plan. You see, without some kind of a plan, a goal stays in the realm of someday, which is always a guaranteed way to push things off. But having a plan and being rigid with it are two different things. Unanticipated factors might come into play. You may learn something new that shifts your direction. You may encounter some obstacles that alters your timeline. You may come across people who might ask you to change your mind. Whatever that is, expect the unexpected and anticipate that things might veer off track. Then, if and when they do, know that this is fine. You don't need to stress about it or fight to avoid it, so long as you haven't given up on what you want, regardless of the who's and what's trying to get you off your goal. Point number two, knowing the difference between letting things happen and letting things go unsaid is critical. I already admitted that I have a controlling part of my future, but I also had before a people-pleasing instinct. So I may feel anxious when things aren't working out as I anticipated, but I also used to suppress my concerns when someone else is not doing what they said they would, out of not hurting them. So you see, trusting in the future doesn't mean we stay quiet when someone we've trusted repeatedly fails to follow through. It means we take responsibility for aligning ourselves with people we believe to be dependable, supportive, trustworthy, and guide us back mentally and emotionally. We can't control what other people do, but we can control whom we choose to believe. We can't guarantee a specific outcome, but we can only do our best to enable an effective process. We can't keep giving people the benefits of the doubt over and over again, but we must choose to let them go because our lives and well-being, intrinsically and extrinsically, matters. Point number three is to learn from your goal. I mean here that it's a tiny shift in mindset, but when you see the goal as shaping you, in addition to you shaping it, you're then free to see problems as opportunities. Every setback gives you a chance to improve how you deal with challenges. Every misunderstanding helps you strengthen your own ability to know who you are, which to have, and which to let go. Every delay gives you a chance to revisit your plans and make sure that everything are aligned. And through it all, you'll learn to focus on the present and grow where you are right now, regardless of where you're headed. This is how we give it our all, not by pressuring ourselves to make things happen tomorrow, although this doesn't mean to take it easy, but by doing our best with what's happening today to reach our tomorrow. So the shifts in mindset tells us that the better we respond to what's happening in front of us while being honest to who we are, to our goals and decisions, the more effective we are creating what will be. And finally, point number four is to release the fear within the process. When I've been most controlling with my goals, it wasn't just about my drive to get things done. It's also been connected to fear, i.e., if I don't push, things might not happen, and these things have to happen. It's great to be passionate about our visions, but attaching to them with fear as a guaranteed way to create stress and minimize joy. So the alternative is to accept that if we keep going, good things will happen both now and tomorrow, even if we can't predict or control exactly what they are. The future we create may look completely different than we visualized, and the process may evolve in ways we didn't even anticipate. But that doesn't necessarily mean it will be disappointing. It could end up being far better than we imagined. So that's the beauty of releasing control. When we let go of how things have to be, we open ourselves to how they can be. In other words, our power is not in controlling the future. It's in shaping it by using the present wisely to keep planning and working on what we already set ourselves to do, and let the future decide. This is what I came to realize, or should I say, believe in it. So I hope these points made sense to you. And before wrapping up this video, I'd like to mention a few things here that I feel really important to mention. Don't live from accomplishment to accomplishment because you will always feel that there is something missing in your trophies. Instead, be mission focused instead of position focused. It's good to celebrate small wins, but what will keep you laser focused is that end of the tunnel's light you want to see, that far end of your dream. This is what will give your journey and mine a meaning, and success will follow afterwards. We just need to remind ourselves why we started this in the first place. This is by itself should get us always moving today to shape our tomorrow. Embrace your current situation and position and all the sadness and issues happening around you. Know that things have happened, and that things would break us along the road, might break us. Things might make us lose sight on our journey. We might even quit. We might allow others to interfere and shake our decisions. We might allow others to interfere with our minds and connection and emotional and mental well-being with a variety of things. Yet one thing I'd be forever sure of is that if we are loyal to who we are, nothing can shake us and stop us from following up with our promises and decisions. We can either be a victim again to all of that, or we choose to put ourselves first for a change. And that's it for today's video. Feel free to interact with me in the comment section and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy such content. Thank you for watching.